present the Breaking and Entering Variety Hour with special guests Al Mary, Mary Lou Bunn, Joe Burns, Rob Riley,
Yes! Yes, 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 yes. We are back!
It's been too long, Jack, but we're back.
Episode 4 of the leading advertising variety hour show based in New York City is getting kicked off right now. Boy, do we have a good show in store for you.
Yeah, that's right, Jack. Presented by Air. If we didn't say that already, this is a good one.
Welcome back to the investigation station. Russ, the Flower Shop files. Confidential, of course. If my files are correct, and they are correct, it says that there's an ad agency nestled in the heart of the Lower East Side performing Super Bowl and award-winning caliber work. Now, this isn't adding up to me because this is a far cry from the typical location of your ad agency in New York City. I would expect an agency of this caliber to be in a Midtown skyscraper or amidst the hustle and bustle of the financial district even. But no, no, no. This requires a field report. I will be heading to the Lower East Side to see if this ad agency that they call the Flower Shop is blossoming or wilting.
It's definitely poop.
Live at the scene of the investigation, we're at the Flower Shop. But not this flower shop. This Flower Shop ad agency. Let's go in there and interrogate like nobody's ever interrogated ever before. What is it like to be a dog? The Flower Shop field report begins now. Why pick this neighborhood? Usually, every ad agency I've ever been to in New York is in a financial district or Midtown office building.
This is the perfect neighborhood for us because I grew up in New York. I lived here my whole life, and this is like the one part of the city that feels like the New York that I knew growing up. So this is like kind of where we gravitated toward instantly.
Most interesting. When my town car pulled up, I noticed that we walked into a storefront as opposed to a lobby of sorts. Why am I in a store versus what feels like an actual office?
As you can see, we kind of look out onto the world and to the people that we are speaking to in our work. So we thought it was kind of cool to just have like a framed window into the world that we are working in. Rather than be head up in the clouds on Madison Avenue, we wanted to be on the street level.
The softballs are over, Al. Surely there's no major work coming out of such a boutique and, might I say, small agency.
I don't think so. I think we've had some great opportunities and some successes come from that, and they felt like big ideas. I don't think you ever need a lot of people to come up with big ideas. You just need the right people.
You speak of these big ideas. Got any evidence to back that up, Al?
We did a big idea with Tom Brady when we first came into this space. Inspired, that thinking was done right down there. It was imagining a world where Tom Brady was actually a baseball player rather than a football player, because he was drafted out of college as a baseball player. Everything we've done has come out of this, from this table.
Even Elmo and Roger Federer?
All of that stuff, yeah. We've been here for all that stuff.
I wonder about the reception of the neighborhood when an advertising agency steps in.
For all of us, I think it's really become a part of the shop, and it's a character in our story a little bit. We have a lovely relationship with Embriago Coffee next door, and we've really tried to, I think, ingratiate ourselves into the community. We've volunteered at the Bowery Mission. We've done some social stuff where we go out and talk to local businesses and plug them on our socials and just hear their stories, because there's so many rich stories, I think, in this part of the neighborhood, in this part of the city.
What's next, Gino?
Next up, we're doing Madison Avenue Trivia with one of the smartest strategists in advertising. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Burns. All right, Joe Burns, we're doing trivia here. We're on Madison Avenue doing advertising trivia. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good, actually. I'm quite sprightly, feeling nice.
First question for you. What sports brand launched the campaign Impossible is Nothing?
Adidas.
That'd be correct.
Saatchi and Saatchi London.
And you know the agency,
Sure
you don't get
do.
a bonus for that, but that's very impressive. Number 2, the Real Beauty campaign, which challenged beauty stereotypes, belongs to which brand?
That's Dove.
Which car company ran the famous campaign Think Small in the 1960s?
That was Volkswagen.
Do you know the car specifically?
Yeah, that was the Beetle, right?
That is correct. And what's the B in DDB stand for another bonus one, because you are a pro?
Burnback?
That is correct. The Got Milk campaign originally launched in this U.S. state before going national.
I'm going to guess that was like California, right? Or was it Seattle in Washington?
We needed one answer here.
I am going to go for California.
That is correct. Way to find it. I'd love to do trivia with a strategist, Joe Burns, Quality Meets Strategy League. Go check out his LinkedIn where he does these amazing flip books that teach you about marketing.
Up next, a word from
our sponsors.
A word from our sponsors. Hey.
Last name Air, first name Storage. Keeping every project tight, I'm talking major storage. Started with the folder, now it's global coordination. Used to lose a link, now we run automation.
In your city, backed up in the cloud. Keynote, see and sister teams more synced. We know, swimming in the assets, come and find me. Gino, if I lost a file, then it's fiction, placebo.
Drop the project, that thing looking like a movie. Whole team building every frame so smoothly. Clients wanna sign off fast, they approve me. Everyone's connected, even interns groovy.
Yeah, I'm about my business, killing all that chaos. You can check the witness. Everyone who doubted now, asking for the quick tips. If you ain't in the workspace, at least you got the witness, bitches. It's advertising o'clock. We headed to the oldest out-of-home ad in New York City. You'll understand what we mean in about 3 seconds. I think we just found the oldest advertisement in New York City. Welcome back to Ads in the Wild. We're going around New York City to find ads that are quite literally in the wild. We're going to talk about it, break it down, tell you why it works. Gino, where are we?
We're at the corner of Broadway and Maiden here in the financial district of New York City, Jack.
And what we're looking at is a clock. It's a clock in the ground, pretty unsuspecting. This is an ad, or at least that was the intention, Gino.
Yes, it was.
Over 100 years ago by the Barthman company, watchmaker, jewelry maker. This whole area used to be kind of like the destination to go get your jewelry and watches. And Barthman had his store right here where it is right now. So he said, we're gonna put a clock out here and we're gonna catch people walking by to look down, see what time it is from this clock, and get a glimpse of the logo for Barthman.
And it's still here, Jack. Are there still some locations?
Yeah, we got a couple locations still. They're operating. One in Brooklyn, one still in the financial district. But listen, why do you think it works?
I think it works because this was an era before the frickin' iPhone or the frickin' Apple Watch where people didn't know what time it was. They look down, you see it. You know, it's a useful tool. It's functional and creative, and that's why it works, Jack.
That's all we got. We'll see you later.
At the time of recording this next segment, this man that we interviewed is the most powerful creative professional in the business, Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to the creative corner with who, Jack?
Rob Riley.
What was the question?
Rob, what are we going to talk about?
Shades of red.
No matter where you look in Mexico, you see Coca-Cola. It's here, but most of all, up there.
This is one of the campaigns that won gold. Very proud of that. You know, you got to keep surprising people with Coca-Cola. You know, the bar is high for that brand. So whether it's a jury or the world itself, and certainly, you know, the end is winning an award. It's always the byproduct, not the motivation for the things we do.
What did Coca-Cola ask for? Like, what was the brief?
Our goal is commerce. Our goal is to help Coca-Cola, all the brands we work with, continue to grow and do well. And Mexico is a giant market for Coca-Cola. And within Mexico, the bodegas is like where a lot of Coca-Cola is sold. And these awnings, is a real sense of, they're tattered and they've been there a long time. So what the team did was take what maybe people would see as a negative of these, sort of worn down and faded shades of awnings and turn that into a positive.
For this campaign and then any campaign that you like that comes across your desk that you're seeing, do you have the eye for something that's like, oh yeah, that's gonna crush?
I have an eye for a brief.
Got it.
Often, when you look at something like, wow, why wasn't that as good? It's like, we go back to the brief. Was the assignment too ambitious? Was the brief too convoluted? Then you usually end up with work that's not great.
A lot of people say the role of the ad agency is to solve business problems.
Yeah.
This is feels like the most clear example of that, of like, you solve the business problem where a lot of these stores probably, like, the Coca-Cola brand logo looks tattered, like it doesn't look great, and you turn it into a positive. I don't actually have much of a question, I just wanted to sound smart there.
You do sound smart, John. I mean, even though you're dressed pretty casually for walking into this ad agency, but I like your style. Like, it says, hey, I got good hair. Don't look at my shirt. Our job is to help our brands succeed. And if they don't, we don't. Yeah. So it's a simple math in my thing of like, if we're not in the commerce business trying to drive things, but it doesn't mean you can't do the right thing by people and right thing by society in general. By the end of the episode, do you guys sit on the guest's lap? I feel like you've gotten. I feel like you get. No, I don't want to do it, but like I feel you've gotten closer and closer.
That's all she wrote. Another episode in the books. Gino, how do you think it went?
I'm done with this stuff. My rap career's taken off. I know it, Jack.
That's right, but stay tuned. The season finale is next week. We'll see you there. Thank you so much. Shout out, Air.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, 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 hey.